Hello and God's blessings in this Easter season from St. Francis Xavier College Church. Once again, we gather to proclaim the Scriptures and know the presence of our God. As always, please take a look at the usccb.org website for our daily readings. Today I'm going to reflect upon the first reading, so proclaim that from the Acts of the Apostles. A reading from the Acts of the Apostles. The high priest rose up, and all his companions, that is, the party of the Sadducees, and filled with jealousy laid hands upon the apostles and put them in the public jail. But during the night, the angel of the Lord opened the doors of the prison, led them out, and said, "Go and take your place in the temple area, and tell the people everything about this life." When they heard this, they went to the temple early in the morning and taught. When the chief priest and his companions arrived, they convened the Sanhedrin and the full Senate of the children of Israel, and sent to the jail to have them brought in. But the court officers who went did not find them in the prison, so they came back and reported, "We found the jail securely locked and the guards stationed outside the doors, but when we opened them, we found no one inside." When the captain of the temple guard and the chief priests heard this report, they were at a loss about them as to what this would come to. Then someone came in and reported to them, "The men whom you sent to prison are in the temple area and are teaching the people." Then the captain and the court officers went and brought them, but without force, because they were afraid of being stoned by the people. The word of the Lord. It's fair to say that in the Scriptures there's not a lot of comedy, but this scene in the Acts of the Apostles that we just heard certainly has a bit of a comedic touch, that the apostles are arrested and put in jail, then the Sanhedrin and the leaders of the religious authorities are to bring them out before, but the angel has let them out. They're in the temple preaching. They're not sure where they exactly are. And ultimately, they find out that despite their best efforts, these apostles, these followers of Christ, are doing exactly what they've been called to do. Despite all of the efforts of the religious authorities, God's is stronger. God's love is more powerful. And so you have this scene of depicting them at a loss for how to respond to this. All throughout the Acts of the Apostles, extraordinary power is coming about through very simple people because of the Spirit being at work in them. And there is no way to stop this from happening, whether it's the religious authorities here in Jerusalem, whether it's the Roman authorities in other places in Acts, whether it's the church itself in division, that despite conflict and despite the best efforts of those trying to suppress and stop, the Spirit goes forth. The Spirit is at work. The Spirit of God cannot be contained, not by jail, not by human beings, not by any of the efforts of those trying to thwart what is taking place. The Spirit is always stronger and always able to overcome more. God bless.